Welcome everybody. Here, James here with Konor from Enemies of the Fire, doing a shorty here this week, just reacting to the U.S. Costa Rica 2-2 tie that went into penalties, and ultimately was won by U.S. and maybe a few other things. But Konor, what's going on, brother?
What's going on? What's going on?
How are you feeling about Columbus lately? It looks like you guys are solidly in fourth, and you know what? Chicago Fire aren't too far away from you in eighth.
Nope. I believe we're a point behind Nashville, 3 or 4 points behind Philly, and I want to say 2 points behind Cincinnati. Right? Am I reading that right?
It looks correct to me. My other question to you, would you say we've been talking about this since the podcast here, me and the other boys here at Enemies of the Fire. By the way, help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers if you would like to see more great soccer content like this. But we were talking about how we really feel like the Chicago Fire record does not represent where they are in the playoff bracket, in the entire MLS standings. Like, we feel like they're more like a seventh or a sixth place team. How are you feeling about that with Columbus?
Right now we're solidifying ourselves as the fourth best team in the East. But when you look at the league overall as a whole, 3 points tonight over the best team in the East did us a huge favor in the Supporter Shield standings, up 2 places in the Supporter Shield. Can't fucking talk in the Supporter Shield standings. But I'm feeling, I'm feeling very confident going into the Seattle and Cincinnati games next week.
Well, you guys beat them 1-0. We lost to them at home 1-0 just a few days ago, in the middle of this very week. So we played the same people, the same team. Did you guys play them at home or at Philly?
This was the second game against Philly this season, so it was a home game with an hour and a half rain delay at halftime.
Wow. So Fire, we lose 1-0 to them. You guys beat them 1-0. So it seems to me that the Fire are a real team, because Philly is a real team. Columbus is a real team. That's where I'm thinking Fire. I think they're a little better than their record. Would you agree with that?
I can't see what the record is there. What is it? 9-4-7, 28 points.
They're 8th, 4-7, 28 points. They're in 8th place. They've been waffling between 8th and 11th.
I mean, realistically, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 teams worse than you.
Above us?
6. No, I mean, there's 6 teams below you and
Okay.
5 teams above you. So, I mean, you're kind of like sandwiched right there in between shit and gold. You know what I mean?
Yeah, so that's been fun, though.
Usually you're like right down there with the basement dwellers, but this year I don't know if it's
Toronto, yeah.
I don't know if this year if it's the triple G bounce or what, but I mean you're holding down that 8th place pretty solidly these last couple weeks.
When I look at a team like Columbus, I'll definitely say, like, I do think that they are also better than the record, because as we just saw with them beating Philadelphia, Columbus is one of the top 2 or 3 teams in the East. Maybe even just MLS in general. Holy shit! San Diego FC, 39 points. I just clicked in the Western Conference, Konor.
I see that. It looks like Vancouver's up 1-0.
I did not see that coming. That's impressive.
Colorado and Austin are battling it out down there in the 8 and 9 spots.
You know who's not battling out for a spot? It's going to be Matt Reese. I think that guy put on one heck of a show tonight for the U.S. men's national team in the penalty kicks time. Like, he had 3 penalty saves. Absolutely impressive. I heard you said you got to watch the penalty kicks.
I did.
He was getting in their head. Could you speak to what you were seeing from him it seemed like every kick, every time, he was getting more and more fired up. And even when he let in those bounces, those ones that may have bounced off his hands, you could see how much it meant to him. It fired him up even more.
I mean, I've made it known on the internet and I think on the show before. I absolutely love the goalkeeper position because it is the only position on the field where you can get by with so much shit housing and you can get in the head of the opponent. Like when I think of shit-housing goalkeepers and who have the ability to back it up, I look at Jordan Pickford from Everton. Everton. He plays for a meh team, but he's one of the best goalkeepers, in my personal opinion.
Martinez, the goalkeeper for Argentina.
Yep,
He's
he's up
another.
there,
He has that
best
sort. Yeah.
goalkeeper in the world. But I mean, you saw in the 2022 World Cup final the penalty shootout against France.
Mm-hmm.
He got in their head.
And that's what it seemed like Freese was doing tonight. He was playing into it. He was celebrating almost in their face. He like when he saved Calvo, ex-Chicago Fire player, by the way. It was fun to see him. He did bury a penalty, I think, earlier in the match in the 11th minute against the U.S. men's national team to put Costa Rica up initially in the match. And I was like, oh, old Chicago Fire buddy, Francisco Calvo. I think he's playing over in Turkey right now. But so it comes back for round 2 in the penalty kick time and penalty kicks after the matches ended initially in at regular time. So all of a sudden, Freese saves him, and he just comes out just like he's like doing the Macarena in front of Calvo. Basically, he's just like fist pump after fist pump. He's almost like looking Calvo, and Calvo just has a little smile of just like, fuck.
It was definitely a it was one of those games where I was watching it and my heart was beating the whole time, and it's just uh, Matt Reese making those saves. I was jumping up and down in my bedroom like a madman, and I think I even forced the dog to go outside because I was being so loud. Like bro just came in and looked at me and said, "Fuck this, I'm going outside," and he hasn't came back in since.
He'll be back. He'll be back.
And now,
All
I
right.
mean, he's got a little fenced in yard back there, and he ain't going anywhere.
Can't show too much because I'm sure we'll get dinged. But I want to show one of his when he was getting pumped up. Oh yeah. Okay. Here's one. Yeah. Let's show this. Little pumped up there.
Oh, did you see at the end of that where he just stuck his tongue out at
Yeah,
the penalty taker?
yeah, I did.
And he did kind of
That's
like the Emilio Martinez thing.
yeah.
Well, Costa Rica had two penalty takers that were teenagers, and I think he's one skied it and he saved the other one.
Right, here's Calvo. So yeah, he just goes right into his face. You see, he's just giving just like the arms pumping right in Calvo's face. I was like, oh yeah, he's giving it to him. Calvo's face right there. So
I mean, well, look at Calvo there too. I mean, he knows it. He knows it too. Matt
Navas
Freese just. I think they gave Matt Freese a card for that, if I'm
for
not mistaken.
for that little display. Look at him here. Oh yeah, he
Yeah, I
was a
think they
little more
did.
reserved here. Here's that tongue you're talking about. Yeah, there it is. There's that tongue.
That's gonna become a meme
That's
on
when you
the
know you're
internet.
feeling yourself. When he did that, I'm like, oh, he's really feeling himself. I think he's got this. Like, even if we miss the next one, I think he could. But then I started thinking, I'm like, how much longer? I mean, a goalkeeper should not be saving so many penalty kicks. It usually goes in the favor of the kicker. But for when you have a goalkeeper like this, that's such a dangerous thing to have.
Hmm. Well, I mean, now you know why Pochettino chose Freeze over Matt Turner. It the I think MGM BetMGM made a reply in one of the U.S. men's national team tweets, and it's a picture of a brick wall, and it says at USMNT Matthew Freeze and shootouts, and it's just a picture of a brick wall. But to
That's
be fair,
hilarious.
both goalkeepers had an outstanding shootout, but Freeze was the one who stepped up when it mattered the most and made those saves.
Here's Brown. Look at Keeler. Keeler. I don't know. Like, I just felt like Keeler just got super sold out on this one for Brown. I can't probably show too much of it because we'll definitely get dinged. But
It's
Kate,
Damian Downs
here,
is
I'll
his
take it off.
name.
I'll take it off so you could see it. And he just looks like he goes
Mhm.
so early. But Damian Downs buries it. As you said, he's a Columbus player.
Cologne,
Oh, he's Cologne, a player from Cologne out in France.
Germany.
Germany. Oh, I did not know
I
that.
think I think they're in the second Bundesliga. Hold please.
Where does Malik Tillman play? Because he was the most impressive player on the pitch tonight before Matt Reese even got to show up.
Tillman plays at PSV with Pepe and Dest.
What do you know about him? He was absolutely playing lights out today. He looked like the best player on the pitch.
Honestly, I don't know much about him, but okay, so it looks like Cologne got promoted to the Bundesliga last season.
Oh,
So
that's sick.
they're playing in the Bundesliga this season.
Well, here's what I know about Malik Tillman. He's 6 foot huge. He's 6'2". He's a midfielder. He's a bit of an attacking midfielder, and he was taking some long shots. He was
Or no, second Bundesliga.
for Cologne. He was faking people out of their shorts. It was incredible what Malik Tillman was doing tonight, and it made me wonder. I'm like, was this a show and out party for Malik Tillman? What we're seeing right here, and now when he goes home and plays on his home team of PSV, is he going to be playing even better and better because he's going to come back with this elevated confidence? I'm hoping that a benefit comes from this Gold Cup, because this Gold Cup has not been very impressive as a whole team view. I haven't been impressed by Pochettino so much. I've been impressed by Tillman. We were obviously impressed by Freese's performance in the penalties, but outside of those,
What I don't understand is when the U.S. had the chance to tie it on the penalty, why did Luna give the ball to Tillman? Because up to that point, Tillman has never took a penalty in his career.
I think Tillman was
So
feeling himself, and everybody on the team was recognizing that. And I think Tillman was staking his claim, like, "Hey, I'm the best player on the pitch tonight. Let me take this. I got this, bros." And then he bangs it off the freaking off the post.
I think if you are in a penalty situation and you have Diego Luna and or Jack McGlynn on the field, you give the ball to them.
Right. I think you do. You don't let Malik Tillman take that next time. I think you just let Diego Luna bear it.
Or
Diego Luna was playing amazing tonight. He was so fun to watch.
you want to know what I think? You might call me crazy, but I think Brian White should get the start against Guatemala
Over
instead of Ajiman.
over Agyagame or whatever his name is.
Ajiman.
Ajiman, yes, I think so. Ajiman he's been okay in a little bit of the hold up play, yes, but I just don't think it's working so well. I feel like you might need to get somebody else up there, and Brian White might be able to get a little bit more out of what else is on the field. Maybe he might be able to link up a little bit better with Malik Tillman. Tyler Adams is out there. Do you notice him as much? He's a major starter for the U.S. men's national team. So it's like I'm thankful we at least have him out there. But I was seeing him pop up from time to time, and Malik Tillman. So between those two guys in the midfield, there was something. They relied on Berhalter. Luna was doing some quite a bit of offensive making, but outside, I don't know if Berhalter had the greatest game. He did have his penalty saved. Richards, he's been having a decent tournament. Super solid last game. This game, only okay. And him and Reem and Arsfin looked all sorts of out of sorts. Reem had a couple great plays, but the defense was not impressive. The tactics were not very impressive. You can see what they're trying to do, and maybe it will click. Hopefully it does click, but at what point are we going to be like, all right, Pochettino, we've given you a lot of time. Where's your statement game? Where's your signature win? Is it going to come in the World Cup? or is it going to come before then?
Here's my thing. If the US wants to win this tournament and possibly beat Mexico in the final, it will have to be off the shoulders of that man right there, Matt Reese. It's going to have to be.
Why do you think that?
Because the defense isn't great. Pochettino plays Arston out of position. Somehow Grandpa Ream back there is still playing, going the full 90 when we have Miles Robinson.
Do you think that Ream's going to start for the World Cup?
I hope not.
I mean,
It should be
Richards.
it should be Richards and Carter Vickers for the World Cup,
And
or Richards
who's your
and
next unit?
Robinson.
Yeah, Robinson.
I,
I don't know. Reams did look out of. I mean, that's the thing. This was Costa Rica. This was not France. This was not England. This was Costa Rica, and these guys were getting beat.
I mean, here's the thing: the World Cup here is next year, and if Tim Ream is somehow still starting, I mean, could you imagine what a France is going to do? What a Belgium is going to do? What a England is going to do with Harry Kane playing the best, having the best years of his life right now? Um, what a Argentina might do. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the thing. We just don't match up with some of these bigger teams. Especially we can't match up with some of these smaller teams.
Mm-hmm.
USA taking on Guatemala Wednesday, July 2nd at 6 p.m. That's a smaller team, but do you think they got that wrapped up? Do you think that Guatemala is going to fold to them after they took down Canada in penalties?
I don't know. Canada thought they were just going to walk over Guatemala, and they didn't. Schaffelberg got can't talk. Schaffelberg got sent off for a second yellow, and that was that.
Do you think that this is going to affect anything with Jesse March or their coaching cert? Do you think that they're going to can him for some reason a year out from the World Cup? I don't think so myself.
I don't. I mean, somebody called Canada friendly FC, which means they're only good in friendlies. Mm-hmm. But when it comes to the big time, they can't compete. They missed out on Nations League. They missed out on Gold Cup. True. They won the Canadian Shield, but they played Ivory Coast, who, to their credit, are the defending African champions. They played Ivory Coast, New Zealand, and Ukraine. And they made up a trophy to win it.
If USA lost tonight, and you just said that Jesse Marsh should not be fired, even though Canada lost to Guatemala. If USA had lost tonight, would we be saying it's time to fire Poch?
The internet will be, because the USMNT fan base on the internet is like a bunch of spoiled rich kids. I'm serious.
Oh, yeah.
They're a bunch of spoiled rich kids.
There's some truth to that. So it looks like USA taking on Guatemala on Wednesday, and also Mexico taking on Honduras the same night, Wednesday, July 2nd, a little bit later in the day, 6 p.m. and 9 p.m., the two games.
So it's 7 p.m. and a 10 p.m.?
For you, for Eastern time, I believe, right?
Yep.
So yeah, that's for Central time.
I would love nothing more than a United States Honduras final.
DPG would love that too. That would be his favorite. He couldn't believe it. He'd probably be like, I have to go. I have to somehow get there. That'd be incredible.
Isn't he Honduran?
I think he loves Honduras. He is Honduran. He has Honduran roots.
Doesn't one of the Roldan brothers play for Honduras, or is that El Salvador?
Wait, which player?
Then one of the Roldan brothers play for Honduras.
You might be right.
El Salvador.
You might
I think it's El Salvador.
Roldan. Let's go see Alex Roldan, because we're not talking Christian Roldan. Alex Roldan. Where is he? Alex. Alex. Where are you, Alex? Alex, come over here. Sorry, I'm just buying time. He does play for El Salvador. That is
Okay.
that is a different team. Look at their crest.
Yes.
Just yes, that's actually kind of cool.
Yeah. So anyway, that was a fun game.
That was a fun game. I think we're gonna get shut down here, but before we go, I got one last question there for you, Konor. Did you guys have any All-Stars selected from Columbus? I know for the Fire, we got Philip Zinkernagel, who also set a Fire record by becoming the first to reach 8 goals and 8 assists in a single season in his 17th match, becoming the fastest to reach that mark in club history since 1998. Roman
We
Kosecki.
had Rossi and Arston as our
Rossi,
two.
Rossi and Arsen. Arsen, the guy we're seeing here on the U.S. men's national team, who you're saying is being played out of position. What position does he really play for you guys?
Left wing back. He's not a defender.
So he's more of an offensive unit.
Yep.
That's how I feel about Gutman on the Fire. He's very offensively talented, but defensively he's a bit lacking. So what's been happening with Arsen that is making you say that he doesn't have a lot of defense in him?
Potch is playing him out of position. Potch thinks he's a true left back, but he's not. He's not going to go up and, win those one-on-one defensive duels. He's not going to be a pest to wingers. You know what I mean?
Arston's not going to be a pest to wingers?
Nope.
He'll be
because he's not.
Because he's more going to be a pest. He'll be a pest to their wing backs.
Mm-hmm.
Is what you're saying.
Go to his Columbus stats and tell me what position he plays.
Arsen,
2025.
2025. He has 3 goals and 3 assists. Wow. So I mean that's a lot for a defender.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I have no idea.
5 goals and 5 assists last season.
Let's go to Transfer Market and we'll see what he's all about. Max Arfson, he's American from Fresno, California. They got him listed as left winger and right midfield. And Pochettino was playing him as a left back?
Yep.
Wow. But for a 24-year-old to be able to pop up like this is pretty good. This guy might have some talent. Do you think he has any shot of making the World Cup roster based upon what you've seen?
Not in front of Scally, Dest, or Robinson, or I'm blanking. Scally, Dest, Robinson.
What was he playing on? Was he playing on the left-hand side or the right-hand side tonight?
I think he was playing on the Google has him left. On the right.
Holy shit! He's playing the Jedi role.
Mm-hmm. Well, Robinson's more of a defender than he is a wing back.
I think that Jedi can go forward, and he's one of the best players going forward on the team. I mean, and he's got some defensive skill to boot. He takes risks. He takes risks.
And he's the new captain of Fulham.
Really?
He's the current captain of Fulham.
That's impressive.
They went from Tamarine to Robinson.
There was this video we showed on our that we saw of him doing a magic trick. Really fun video you can find on YouTube. But no way that he's the captain. That's incredible. Let's see. It says Tom Kearney's the captain.
Tom Kearney?
That's what it says on Wikipedia. I mean, he's 34. He's been with the club since 2015. Holy cow. Where's Mr. Robinson?
Yeah, it's Tom Kearney.
He's the vice. He's the vice captain though. So you are right in that. He's been at Fulham since 2020. Impressive work, Anthony Robinson. All right, I think that's going to take us to the end of our show here. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Make sure you guys kick that like button. Help us hit our goal of 500 subscribers if you'd like the content. We'll catch you guys next time. Thanks for Konor for hanging out. Konor?
Yes.
Appreciate it, brother.
All right. Appreciate you.
Any last words?
Nope. I got nothing.
You got nothing? Well, I got something for you. I got something for you. And it's love you guys. See you guys later. We'll see you guys next time. Thanks for hanging out here on Enemies of the Fire. See you guys later. Bye-bye. Happy 4th of July. Woo! Woo!